How's it going, everybody? It's a new edition of Xerox Blueprint here from the Star in Frisco. Kyle Youmans alongside Nick Eatman as we look at the Cowboys' final regular season matchup, the New York Giants, on the docket this weekend. It's a noon kickoff on Fox, and well, Nick, there's a chance to go to the playoffs on the line going into the final week of the season. It's kind of crazy to talk about even at this moment, but
we still laugh every time we say it. We kind of like, ah.
It's a little bit of a giggle, a little realization after all of it. But when you look at this matchup, I mean, it was a fun one the first time around, 37-34 back in Week 5.
Fun one for who?
Not
for Dak.
For entertainment purposes, not
right.
for Dak Prescott. But what do you think about this time around for the Cowboys to try and get a win and at least put them in position to where they could go to the postseason?
Well, you know, those last 3 or 4 games, I mean, the Cowboys, they certainly haven't been like the season of giving. They've been taking the ball. They take it away. I mean, they've been – that's the reason why they've been winning these games is they force these turnovers, and they're really setting the tone. And that's what they've got to do in this one. And Daniel Jones, he's been a guy that'll give the football away, and he did it in this game against the Cowboys the first time, and they scored their first defensive touchdown of the season. So the Cowboys got to keep that going. If they can keep getting the football, that gets them in the lead. That lets them run the ball, and it lets that defense kind of pin their ears back at the end of the game and get more turnovers. But I think it's all about just taking the ball away early.
And this is a Giants offense that has not been really firing on all cylinders. They've really struggled toward the bottom 5 in the league in almost every single category. But one thing that Jason Garrett, as the offensive coordinator, has done is allowed for them to take care of the football recently over the last 5 games, but they still haven't been winning or scoring a whole lot.
Yeah, they've averaging about 8 points a game the last three weeks, and so and you expect Jason Garrett to pull out all the stops. I mean, that's the interesting part about this game is that you could say momentum all you want to, but here they are. They have a shot. They have an opportunity to go and win the division. And they need some help, just like the Cowboys do. So I think the energy level will be there. I think Garrett will reach into the bag of tricks and see what he's got. But I think if the Cowboys play sound, they stop the run, which is easier said than done. But if they can get a lead early in the game and let the Giants have to force their way back in, I think it'll be good for Dallas.
And if you flip the script on the other side of the football, the Giants' defense has been playing very sound as well over the last couple of weeks, though their offense hasn't really picked up the slack. This offense for the Cowboys is going to be challenged this week. What do they have to do to get going?
Well, they're going to have to run the ball. I mean, obviously, you do that. You run the football, and you got 2 guys. I like to see more of Kellen Moore's, plays. I mean, we've seen some, maybe not that third down one on the goal line where nobody's out and then a route and Dalton's waiting for something. Don't do that. But the other plays, I think that we've seen some creative stuff, and I think, as long as the weather will help with that. I mean, we've seen some games up there where it's tough to throw. I think it was a couple of years ago, Dak was up there, they won 36-35, and it was the last game of the year. They were throwing the ball around. So as long as if they can, function offense with the passing game and the running game, I think the offense will be in good shape.
New York in their last 4 games has allowed at least 100 yards rushing to their opponent. And, of course, Ezekiel Elliott having his best game of the season last week against Philadelphia, trying to continue that momentum. But give me one player to watch this week. There's a couple guys that might be in and out due to injury, especially in the secondary. But is there anybody that you need to step up in this game in order for the Cowboys to get a dub?
Well, I like Neville Gallimore. I think the rookie he just keeps getting better and better. It just seems like he's making a play behind the line of scrimmage every week. And so, you definitely need to stop the Giants' running game. They actually had some success in that first game, and Wayne Gallman's done some nice things here of late. I think Gallimore's got to be the guy to kind of control that middle with some of the injuries that they've got. I'm looking for him to have a big game.
Could be the NFC East play-in game coming up this Sunday at noon on Fox. But for Nick Eatman, I'm Kyle Youmans. That'll do it for us here on Xerox Blueprint.